But this is a 12-foot log, 12 foot, actually 3 inches, 2 inches shy of 12 foot. I got gypped on the length when I asked for a 12-footer. But like I said, it's 16 inches on both sides. Let me know how much lumber, board footage, you think I can get, and how much it is worth in your area. At the end of this video, I will tell you how much this log cost me and how much I'm going to make off of this log cutting trailer decking. This is white oak, and I am in South Central Virginia. All right, let's get to cutting. Well, I've got a fairly small but pretty profitable job to do. Sawing some trailer decking. The temperature is coming down. The wind is picking up. It looks like we might get some rain. So let's get on a tractor, go up to the mill, and saw some lumber. It's a pretty hot day out here. I think it's about 85, 86 degrees, but the job needs to get done. So let me show you what I got so far. Just a little bit ago, I put this white oak log on the mill, Woodland Mills HM126. It is 15 feet long, but I need a 12-foot long 8-inch and a 12-foot long 7-inch boards. So I'm going to cut this one up. I will cut it down to size after the fact. It is not very big. I think it's 8 or 9 inches in diameter. You can see here. And I've got another one right here that is ready to go. This one is a little bit bigger. Hopefully these two will be enough to give me 6 boards. So I need 2 8-inch boards and, 4 8-inch. Yes, 2 8-inch boards and 4 7-inch boards, or vice versa. I have to look at this, look at the order sheet. Anyway, I'm hoping that these 2 will give me the 12-foot that I need. And for the 10-footer, I've got this one right here. Again, this is white oak. Well, let's see what I got. On the small end, I've got 15 inches, so I know this will give me what I need. And on the big end, let's see what I got. Almost 18, 17 3/4. Yep, that's 18 inches. So 18 and on the larger end. So that will give me what I need. Now that we have our logs pre-staged and ready to go, I'm going to fire up the mill. Where's it at? There it is. Fire up the mill and make my first cut. But yeah, let me see what this log actually is. It is, I don't know if you can see it or not, 8.5 inch diameter. So I will get my, hopefully I'll get my 7 inches out of this one. Anyway, let's get to sawing. Oh, by the way, if you have not subscribed, please do so. Help me out. at this point, I have a 7x7 cant. I need 1.75 by 7 inch boards. So I'm going to take 1 inch off of this, and then I'll start taking my trailer decking boards that are 1.75 inches off of that. All right, so right now I've got two 7-inch two 7-inch white oak 1.75 inch trailer decking. Now I need to make 4 8-inch, I think. Well, this is the second day. I ran out of time last night cutting those two small white oaks, and I ended up getting 4 7-inch by 1 3/4 decking, and I've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 1x materials that I'll dry and use it for something else. But instead of, well, let me show you what I got right now. So this morning on the mill, I still need 8 more 8 more boards that are 1 3/4 thick. I need 2 that are 8 inches wide, and I need 6 that are 7 inches wide. And here I have a pretty decent size white oak. This one's going to be kind of heavy to be on a manual mill. It is 16 inches by 17, so let's say 16 inches in diameter on this side. I think this one was about the same. Yep, 16 inches on this side. So this one is going to be kind of heavy to turn manually, so I might use a tractor to do that. But I am going to take the slab off of this, and I might take another slab off of that, and then I will rotate it, and I might change a blade after this first cut. I'm going to keep up with how many board feet of lumber I actually get out of this. Still pretty flat, actually. Starting to see daylight, starting to get a little wavy. I've got a fresh blade installed. Let's take off another 1 3/4 slab. Well, that's not going to happen. It's a fairly heavy log, so I'm going to drop this slab that I put on the tractor Whew. And I'm going to use a tractor to turn this log because I cannot do it manually. Much simpler. All right, so let's take off the top slab of this and see what it looks like. All right, so I've got this white oak log cut and stacked and ready for the customer. And I hope you guys put it in your comments how many board feet, I guess usable board feet this was. So I ended up getting 9 8-inch by 1 3/4, obviously full length 12 foot. So, and 1 flitch that was a 1-inch thick, that's an 8-inch wide. All right, so the total ended up being 134 usable board feet right there. So 134 usable board feet of lumber from that 16-inch log that I just showed you guys. And I don't know what you guys charge in your area, but here I charge between $2.50 and $3 a board foot. So at $2.50, since this is trailer decking, I think it's what I charged them is $250. I'm sorry, $202.50 a board foot. The total job ended up being $402, but this one log yielded $335, and I spent a little over an hour milling it, including recording. So when I said a little over an hour, it is almost 10 o'clock, and I started about 8:20, so about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, including recording. But that is that's not a bad profit. $335 for hour and a half worth of work. Obviously, if this log was free to me, a couple months ago, I actually picked it up from my brother-in-law, so it did not cost me anything. But there is obviously a cost to the log, and I think in my area, people charge about $1 a board foot for white oak. So that's that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Drop a comment, drop a like, and I will see you on the next video.